Hey guys, it's Amber. Welcome to another Whatcha warming video, home fragrance roundup, some things that I've been getting through and using up, mostly wax, but I do have a few non-wax items to share with you. So let's jump into it. I finished up a hand soap in the Winterberry Apple Tea scent. This was in the holiday collection this past year in a 3-pack. And so I finished that up. It takes me a long time to finish our hand soaps. That's the one great thing about our hand soaps. You only need like a dime-sized amount to really clean your hands. You don't need a ton of it. So for me and our family, it lasts forever. So if you don't have any little kids that want to like do a major pump type of thing, if you don't have that issue, then they last a long time. I finished up a body cream in Jeweled Pomegranate. The scent is no longer available. It retired after the fall winter catalog. It's a nice scent. It's a tangerine pomegranate spicy type fragrance, and I actually did end up liking it a lot more in the body care than I did in the wax. The wax is fine, but I actually did end up enjoying it quite a bit in this. Not my favorite by far, but I did enjoy it. The scents, let's see if it says the scents, mandarin, pomegranate, and cinnamon. So yeah, it was nice. And I love our body cream. Our body creams are amazing. They soak into the skin really well, leaving them soft and hydrated, but it doesn't leave like a greasy residue or anything like that. So it's great. Okay, I finished up some of Scentsy pods, 2 of them in Jammy Time, then Squeeze the Day, and Kukui and Coconut. Now, if you're wondering what these are, these go with our fan diffuser system. So as you can see, they're plastic encasing and they have little scent beads inside of them. They're not made of wax. They're not gonna melt like wax, except in extreme temperatures. Like if you leave it in your car in the middle of summer with the hot sun blazing down into the car, they can start melting. But otherwise they don't melt. Completely non-toxic, and they go into, like say, a wall fan diffuser, which plugs into a low outlet or any outlet anywhere. It doesn't have to be a low outlet. That's just where I use them. That way I don't have to worry about, messes with wax, like a warmer getting knocked from a low outlet and getting wax everywhere. These are a great alternative for that. So they're great and I love them, and they last a lot longer for the most part for me than what Scentsy says they're supposed to last. I think it was 60 or 90 days. I don't remember for sure, but they last quite a while more than that for me. So I got through all of those. Now onto the wax. So this is some of the more of the May wax challenge plus other bars as well. So I've been doing the wax challenge this month, and I plan on doing it in future months because it's been a lot of fun. I'll do that upstairs, and then downstairs is where I'll melt my normal seasonal scents. So let's jump into it. As you saw, I did order some non-Scentsy this time around. I got some vendor wax, and then I got some Kringle candle wax as well. So let me get through those first, and then I'll get to the Scentsy stuff. So from the Bathing Garden, I did try Tolji Woods. This was nice. So this is an interesting scent. I liked it, and then a part of it was kind of off-putting. And I was like, what is the note in it that's kind of giving me kind of weird vibes? And I think it's there's olive wood. I think it was olive wood in it. I think that's what it is, because it does kind of have a like an almost you're in an olive grove type of feel to it when it's melting. Mixed with a sweet berry, and I think there was another wood. I can't remember exactly. I probably wouldn't get it again. I didn't hate it. It was just one of those, like I said, that, like, I'm pretty sure it was the olive. It was just kind of weird to my nose. So, but as I've said in my past video, when I showed my bathing garden haul, I absolutely think her wax are works of art. They're so pretty. As you can see, there's still 3 left. So I will melt the rest of this, but I probably wouldn't get that scent again. Next, also from the bathing garden, is carrot cake. This is very yummy. This was a very yummy scent. It is like a spiced cake. I wouldn't say necessarily carrot. I didn't really smell carrot warming, but it was like a spiced cake with a cream cheese frosting, and it was yummy. I would consider getting this one again. So there's carrot cake. And then from Kringle, well, actually I'll finish the bathing garden. I did try a bunch of the samples from the Into the Woods sample collection and the extra samples that she sent me. So Wolf Moon, this one I ended up actually enjoying, and this one had patchouli, so I was kind of hesitant because I don't like patchouli. Normally, sometimes I will. And this one from far away, like when I was away from the warmer, but could still smell things in the air, it was pleasant to me. But the closer I got to the warmer and the more I could smell that patchouli note in it, the less I liked it. But overall, it was a very pleasant scent. Into the Woods, I did end up really enjoying this one. This is the one, if you saw my haul, it was shaped like a little tree stump. And this was just, it reminded me of a cedar chest. So if you enjoy that smell, very woodsy, yet not cologne-ish. It's like authentic wood. It's very nice. I did really enjoy this one. So Into the Woods. Next was Red's Raspberry Patch. This one was nice. I really liked this one a lot. It was very raspberry forward, and it was very tart yet sweet and delicious. I like that one a lot. So that's Red's Raspberry Patch. Next was Red Wildwood Jam. This one, if I had to choose between this one and the Raspberry Patch, I preferred that one to this one. There were some other notes in it too. I think there's some kind of woodsy note, if I remember right. I don't know. I can't really smell on this one. This one was kind of lighter. And I know with a lot of like soy vendor type wax, they do better if you let them cure for a while, which is kind of one of the reasons, besides the fact that I adore Scentsy. It's one of the reasons why I don't get a lot of vendor or other wax, is because I'm impatient and I don't want to wait 6 months to a year to melt the wax. For the most part, they were about a medium. I wouldn't say any of them were like super strong or anything like that, but for the most part, they were good. But there were a couple I was like, oh yeah, I probably could have waited a little while, at least a month or two before I melted them. But I'm just impatient. I don't like to have to wait. If I'm gonna purchase something, in my opinion, if I'm gonna purchase something, I wanna be able to use it right away, if possible, or at least some of it. But a lot of candles and wax, unfortunately, to strengthen it up, you have to let it sit. And even sometimes with Scentsy, there'll be a scent that maybe is a lighter, and then the following season, if I have any left and I melt it again, it will be a little stronger. But for the most part, I can just melt my Scentsy wax right away without any issue. So, Okay, the next one, this one I did really like. It was the Muffin Man. And this smells, it smelled like a buttered muffin. And then it has like light hints of strawberry and blueberry, if I remember right. It was very, very good. This one was yummy. So that one hit the spot, blueberry muffin. And then this was Lavender Sleepy. This one was really nice. Not a super fan of the lavender in it when it was melting, but when the lavender calmed down a little bit and the other notes came out more, I really liked it. So I know she has just a sleepy scent. I would probably purchase that next time without the lavender. That is very, very good. So it's like lavender and peppermint and pink sugar, I think. And I think one more thing, but I can't remember what it is. So anyway, it was very, very nice and soothing. Very nice. Okay, next is some Kringle. I tried the Cosmic Cupcakes. And this has a bunch of different notes. Chocolate and lemon, other citrus, I think, and cake. And there's some other things too. But for me, I just get like a lemon cake, and it was very good. I did really enjoy that. So that's Cosmic Cupcakes. Then I tried Coconut Blueberry Tart. And let me smell this one. This was very nice. It reminded me, I didn't really get coconut. It reminded me just of almost a coconut scone is kind of what I got from it. It was very yummy. It didn't last a super long time, but the scent was very nice. And I do have to say, unfortunately with Kringle, again, maybe if I let them sit and cure, it wouldn't be this way, but I had to use 2 cubes in each of my 3 warmers downstairs to get the strength I wanted from it. This one I only did 3 cubes and found it was very light. And then after that, I started with the other ones, putting 2 cubes each in each. This was very nice. This is Sicilian orange. I just could barely smell it, but it's like a fresh orange mixed with some herbal elements. It was very fresh and clean, but not cleaner. I just wish I could smell it better. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for the other 3 cubes to cure and see if that will improve the strength for that. Okay, now on to all the Scentsy bars. Some of these, like I said, are for the May Wax Melting Challenge that Patricia Gates is doing. And I've been having a blast with it. I really enjoy it, and I will continue to do it because it's been a lot of fun. And then others are just my seasonal melts that I use downstairs. So there's not gonna be any order or anything. I'm just grabbing. So next is going to be Woodland Meadow. This is fine. It's a little too cologne for me. It's an outdoorsy cologne type scent. So Woodland Meadow, this was new to the catalog this season. I wouldn't repurchase that one. I melted Maple Apple Bourbon. This was for melt a scent that starts with the M. And this is so good. This is really good. This is a very strong one too. So you get a red apple and that maple and a warm bourbon note to it. It's delicious. So hopefully that will be back in the fall winter catalog. For melt a movie related scent, I chose Harry Potter, Gryffindor, Bravery and Determination. This is a very smoky, woodsy scent. I do enjoy this one a lot. If you don't like smoky scents, you may not like that one. But if it comes back and you do like smoky scents, that one's very nice. From the Spring Bricks in bar size, because you can get the Spring Bricks right now in bar size through Scentsy Club. I finished the Summer Berry Melon. This was nice. Mixed berry with a little bit of melon note. It's cassava melon, which is similar to honeydew melon, just not as sweet, more kind of like cucumbery. But it was nice. I wouldn't be opposed to melting it again, but I don't plan on like officially clubbing it or keeping it in a club or, you know, buying it. But it was a nice mixed berry scent. I melted and finished Cozy Cardigan. This is from the Fall Winter catalog. I can talk today. But for me, it feels like a cozy spring scent. So I always save them for spring. It's very nice. Hopefully it will come back in the catalog because I didn't club this one. But I always pick up a bar or two when it does come back in the fall and winter. So this is like a cozy cashmere with some rose, but not like super heady rose, very soft and gentle rose. So that is Cozy Cashmere. I finished a bar of Peter Pan Tinkerbell Sweet and Sassy. I love this one, you guys. This one's so good. And as I've said in past videos, it reminds me of Harbor's Edge, except more of like a citrus almost version of it, but it has the same type of like zingy tanginess to it. That reminds me of Harbor's Edge, which, as if you know that I am a super fan of Harbor's Edge. It's been in my club forever. So I was very excited when I started melting this, and I thought the first time I melted it, I thought, wait, did I take, because I had just taken out Harbor's Edge and put this in, and when I started melting this, it took me aback for a second. I was like, I thought I took out Harbor's Edge. So again, not the same scent. It doesn't smell the same necessarily, but it gives me the same vibes, if that makes sense. So highly recommend this one. It's on the lighter side, but I still smell it. It's very, very, very nice. So this one's in my club, and for now it will stay there. Okay, next up is Squeeze the Day. Squeeze the Day is nice. This is my favorite lemon, probably. Although I really like sparkling yellow too. But this one, I think, edges it out just a tiny bit. It's like a lemon, like a lemon cream pie almost. It's mixed, like lemon mixed with vanilla. And so it's kind of a more gourmand lemon. Not furniture polish or anything like that at all. I really like that one a lot. Okay, this was for the melting challenge, My Only Sunshine. And this was for melt floral or a scent that reminds you of your mother on Mother's Day. And this is a floral scent. It's a floral perfumey scent, but it has something more. It has a little bit of depth to it with, I think there's like a woodsy note in it. And almost gives me a, like a summery vibe too. Like a summer perfume. It's very nice. Not the strongest, but I do really enjoy the scent. My Only Sunshine. Okay, from the Father's Day collection is High Mountain Lake. This is a kind of the same to me as Coastal Sunset. It's along the same lines, or even Mountain Sunset. Just a masculine version. There's amber in this, and some other kind of woods type notes, but it's not like super, it's not like a cologne necessarily. but it's one of those deep, heavy, woodsy, ambery type scent. So of the two, this was my favorite, but it's not something I would go out of my way to purchase again or anything like that. Oh, I just noticed it matches my shirt. So that's High Mountain Lake. Next up, the other one from Father's Day is the, what is it even called? Desert Rock and Citron. This one's fine. It's a citrusy cologne scent to me. I don't get much else other than that. And like I've said in the past, not huge into cologne scents. Okay, May Melting Challenge. This was melt a ice cream or popsicle scent, and I chose fried ice cream. This was from Bring Back My Bar in January. It's a very nice scent. It's like vanilla ice cream meets a churro is what it smells like. It's yummy. It is very good. So fried ice cream. Finish that one. Okay, well, I didn't finish it. I still have 2 cubes left. Didn't finish that one, but I used that one. Okay, this was from the Melting Challenge as well, Apple Press. And this was choose a scent that starts with the first letter of your first name. So of course I had to go with an apple scent. Me being an apple girl, I just had to choose an apple one since it works with my first name. So Apple Press, a very nice apple scent. Similar to a peeling apple. There's apples, I think a tiny bit of pear in it too, and then a rose with this one. I think with a peeling apple, it's sweet pea, if I remember right, with that one. This was from the Bring Back My Bar in January as well. So that is Apple Press. Then I did finish this one. Here Comes the Sunflowers. This is a pretty sunny, perfumey scent. It's very nice. I noticed this time around for me, it hasn't ever been super strong, but it seemed lighter for me this time than in like last year. I don't know. So that makes me sad. It is a very nice scent, very pretty, sweet perfume. Fruity and floral perfume. From the Wax Melting Challenge, I melted Southern Evening. Adore this scent. This was for Victoria Day, so melt a scent fit for royalty. So this is the one I chose because it's a super like fancy scent to me. It's got jasmine. It's got, I think there's sandalwood. It's like feminine and sultry and kind of masculine at the same time. Oh, it's so nice. I love this one. I think this is my last bar. I had it in my club, but now I'm kind of regretting taking it out. I don't know. But Southern Evening, finished that or no? I worked on that, didn't finish. Gotta stop saying I'm finishing things that I'm not finishing. Okay, Wax Melting Challenge again. This was melt a purple wax, and I went with Angel Experiment 624. This is one of my all-time favorite licensed bar fragrances. If I had to choose just one favorite, that would be really hard. But for spring and summer, this is, well, I don't know, because I love Tinkerbell now. I was gonna say, I think this is my favorite. I don't know, because I love Tinkerbell. It might be Tinkerbell now. Oh, they're different though. This is a sweet, sugary berry scent. Oh, it's so good. It's goji berry and I think raspberry, maybe blackberry. One of those other berries. And goji berry and vanilla. It's really yummy. It's very good. And for me, it's a good performer. So that is Angel Experiment 624. Spring Brick in Bar Sized. Orchard by the Sea. This one I adored on cold. This was kind of a contender for my #1 spot on cold. Melting it, I liked it, but it didn't blow me away as it did when it was on cold, which makes me sad. But it has apple, it has salty aquatic notes, and it has like an orchard It's like apple orchard, because there is like a definite like woods quality to it, and then like a linen note. So it's a very clean, appley, aquatic scent. Very nice. I did like it, just not as much as I did on cold, but I adore the label on this. It's so cute. Okay, long story short, so I won't be officially clubbing that one, I don't think. Maybe I'll get it one more bar through club for an in and out club, but I'm not going to put it in my official quarterly club. Okay, also spring brick is pink apple and nectarine. This one smells very similar to sweet pea and vanilla, which is coming. If you watch my Bring Back My Bar for Sniffs video, is coming for Bring Back My Bar, which starts June 1st and lasts through the month. I like this one better, but it's very similar to sweet pea and vanilla. This one, to me, is nicer, though. It's very nice, but again, not club worthy for me, I don't think. Next up is Pink Berry Fluff. This was from the Easter collection. This one I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep it in my club or take it out. This one's very nice. It's similar to Sugar or Pink Haze. It's kind of that body care, bedroom, sugary type fragrance. Marshmallowy. I really like this one. This one's so good. So that's Pink Berry Fluff. May stay in my club. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, I worked on, or this one I did finish, a Peeling Apple. This made it into this spring summer catalog. It came out before that as a scent of the month 2 years ago. This and, agave and, what is it called? Blue agave and melon. There we go. Both of those came out 2 years ago, and they brought them into the catalog this year. So that was a pleasant surprise, because I did really enjoy both of them, especially Blue Agave and Melon, but that's the summer scent for me. So a Peeling Apple. Oh, this one's nice. See, like I said, this is similar to Apple Press in that it's kind of like a perfumey apple. But this one, I'm pretty sure is like sweet pea with the apple. I really like it. This one's very nice. Still doesn't beat Johnny Appleseed for me, because I like those strong in-your-face apples. But I do really, really enjoy this. So that's a Peeling Apple. In the May challenge, what was it for? Cherry Cobbler Day. It said melt a cherry or bakery scent. And I went with Cran Apple Crumble, which was new to the catalog last fall, winter. Cross our fingers that it comes back this fall, winter. I think it will. I think it was one of the more popular ones. This one's so good. It is cranberry. It is apple, again, apple. And like brown sugar streusel topping. Oh, I love this one so much. And it's a good performer. So that is Cran Apple Crumble. I didn't put it in my club because I'm gambling. I feel like that one will come back. And even though I'll be sad if it doesn't, I'm not going to be like devastated. So I have to be picky about what's going in my club. Next up, Wassail Wonderland. This was Melt an Out of Season scent. I don't know if anyone's surprised about this one. If you've been around my channel long enough, you know how much I adore this scent. Oh, I love this scent so much. This is in my club. It will never leave. This reminds me of when I was a kid, is why it has a very strong scent memory to me. It is a authentic zesty orange with a slight amount of spice and just a touch of fir needle. It's like if you took off a fir needle from a real Christmas tree and broke that in half and sniffed it. That's what you get with this. It just reminds me of when I was a kid and we would go shopping for Christmas trees. And that's what I would do. I'd break off a needle from the Christmas tree, break it in half and smell it especially after we picked the tree we were going to actually use in our home. Just like one though. I wouldn't go, you know, like making our tree bald or anything. It would just be like one needle. So I wasn't abusing our Christmas tree or anything like that. I love it so much. So Whatcha Wonderland, this is my beloved. Like I said, it will never leave my club. It is safe in there. And that's what one of the wonderful things about Scentsy Club is. Scentsy will continue to make those scents for you as long as they're in your club, even though they're not available anymore. This didn't come back this last year for the scents of the season. It came out the year before, and I've had it in my club for like 3 years now, so it's never leaving. Okay, next up, this was from the Wax Melting Challenge 2. It was melt a scent that you bought because of hype. And this is actually the one I'm melting right now. It's the 24th. I think it's the 24th today. It is Hocus Pocus, Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. I bought this originally because of the hype, because it had cherry in it. I'm very particular about cherry scents. Some I like, some I really can't stand. And so there was a ton of people raving about this one, so I did end up buying it, and I'm so glad I did because I love it so much. It's in my club too. I'm super obsessed with the scent, so I knew I had to melt it for the hype day, and it's an excuse to melt it. It's so good. I've never had this perfume, but it's supposed to be like a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So if you're familiar with that scent, and this comes back in the fall, which I feel like it will, because Scentsy has talked about that, about adding to a Hocus Pocus collection. So I'm assuming this will come back. Pick it up. So good. Okay, so that's that one. I melted from the summer collection that will be out June 1st. It's called Sunshine State of Mind collection. It's the summer collection is what it is. They just decided to give it a fancy name this time. I melted pineapple dragon fruit. Now on cold, oh, it's really good. On cold though, it's almost smelled exactly like sparkling yellow to me, which is in the catalog. And I love sparkling yellow. Like I said, that's kind of tied with Squeeze the Day as my #1 lemon scent. So on cold, that's kind of the vibes I was getting from this one. But warming, it was a little different. It's still kind of the same vibes, but the dragon fruit came out more. So I got the pineapple is probably the strongest note, followed by like a lemony note, and then that dragon fruit. So it's very nice. I do really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to melting it more once the summer season starts for me. I switch over to summer wax melts in June. So that's coming up. It's coming up soon. Okay. Also, let me move that out of the way. From the Sunshine State of Mind collection is Ocean Air and Coconut Water. So this one on cold was kind of smelled basic to me. I know a lot of people were raving about it on cold. To me, it was coconut, kind of watery and nice, but nothing where I was like, oh wow, this is blowing me away. Then I melted it, and it blew me away melting. I loved it. It is like a coconut water meets like an airy, salty, not super salty though, but tiny bit salty. It's so nice. I really, really like this one. So I will definitely be getting more of that one. It may be a club contender, we'll see. And then the last one from the Sunshine State of Mind collection is Tangerine and Sugar Cane. On cold, this was my least favorite. Still my least favorite after I melted it. For me, I don't know. A lot of people haven't mentioned this, but I almost get like a bitterness to this. I'm not sure why. I just don't really enjoy it. It's almost like the bitter rind part of like an orange. I don't know. I don't hate it. And the label's super cute with the orange slices or tangerine slices. I don't hate it. It's just my least favorite. So now that I've melted them, favorite, number 2, and then tangerine and sugarcane. So those are those. Okay. The last 4 are from the wax melting challenge. I melted my hero. This one was for use up a straggler wax, and I only had 2 cubes left of this, so I used this one up. It's a cologne scent, masculine cologne, so it was fine. Not the worst cologne, but still not something that I go gaga about or anything. That's why there was still a couple bars left, or a couple cubes left. Okay. This is the very divisive scent. This was Melt a Honey scent. Buzzworthy. I adore this scent. But I know it's one that not a ton of people really liked, but I love it. I had it in my club. I ended up taking it out just because this one is so strong. I only need to melt like 1 cube in 1 warmer, and it fills up my whole downstairs. It's that strong. So I had a ton of stockpile of this, and I was like, I really don't need this in my club anymore. But it's so amazing. Strong honey with an almond blossom note mixed in. So you have to like honey to like this. If you don't like honey, you're not gonna like this. But I love it. So that's Buzzworthy. And then I melted, this was for melt a crowd pleasing scent. I went with Cider Mill. This is kind of one that I always recommend if someone's unsure of what kind of fall fragrance to get, or they want something that's going to be appealing to whoever comes into their home and they're not really sure. Cider Mill is a great choice in my opinion. This one's so good. I forgot how much I really liked this one. This kind of reignited my love for it when I melted this, because I could even smell it wafting down my stairs into my family room while I was sitting there. And I was like, oh, that's so good. And I have to say, I got more pumpkin on it this time than I have in the past. Usually it's pumpkins and apples with a tiny bit of like cider spice. And then usually it's mainly like apple with that tiny bit of spice, and I don't get much pumpkin. This time around, I got more pumpkin, which I was pleasantly surprised about. Again, I'm good with the apple, you know, being an apple girl. But it was very nice. So Cider Mill, I'm hoping it comes back now that like I said, it reignited my love for it. Hopefully it's coming back. I would be shocked if it didn't, but we do get shocked sometimes. I'll just cross my fingers that it comes back in September. So, okay, and then finally, this was for melt a strawberry and or creamy scent. And I chose the red from the Chase Rainbows collection, which is in the catalog now. It is called Rainbow Red now. And this is strawberries, cherries, and watermelon. And it is a perfectly balanced mix of all 3. It's very nice. Usually I don't like watermelon, but it's perfectly blended with the strawberries and the cherry. And again, as I've said before, cherries kind of depends for me. This is a good cherry in this one. Highly recommend sparkling, no, not sparkling lemon. That's the, what did I say? It was Rainbow Red in the catalog. So that was that. So there you go, you guys. That was everything I got through Let me know what you've been melting the last couple weeks. And if you've been doing the wax melting challenge, how has that been going for you? Like I said, I've said it already, but I've been really enjoying it, and I plan on continuing to do it in the following months. It's been fun. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys again. Until then, TTFN, ta-ta for now.